Welcome guys to the best math channel in the world. Say on Busy Made It Easy channel. The only channel exam fears when it comes to mathematics. If today is your first time seeing this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button with just a click. Then you like, then you share to all students struggling with mathematics. This channel was created for me to share the little knowledge I have in mathematics, to reveal some secrets and tricks in the mathematics concepts and principle for every student to understand. So math is the easiest subject in the world. The only remedy in knowing mathematics, practice. Yes, engage in constant practice. Make sure you solve more, you learn more, yes, and you'll be good to go. So as promised in my previous video, we have created radical equation, the type 1, and today we are going to continue with the radical equation type 2, for which you need to understand. I don't want to teach certain things and leave certain things out. So that when you see questions on the same topic, this channel is here. Make sure we cover everything under each topic. So with the first one, what makes the first one different from the type 2? The type 1 different from type 2. You know, the first one, we're seeing something like if x plus 2 is equal to maybe 4. Yes. So we were seeing only the square root in only one side. Yes, we're seeing the square root in only one side, either the left side or the right side. With a type 2, you are going to see expressions like this. Then you see maybe 2 plus root 4 plus x. So you are going to see the square root at both sides, and you are going to simplify it. And there's a little thing that makes the type 2 different from the type 1, for which we are going to use the binomial expansion to express them, then we solve. So the rule still applies. Yeah, the rule still applies. What you need to do is you are going to isolate. Yes, so when you see radical equation in this form, x plus 2 plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. What you need to do is to isolate them, to share the square root for both sides. So this one is going to give us x plus 2 is equal to negative x minus 1. So we are going to isolate both of this. Yes, in the other sides of the equation. So the left side, the right side. Unlike the first one that we isolate the radical. Yes, only one radical. We isolate it with the other element, then we solve. So that's the only difference between the first one and the second one. By the principle of solving, there are certain things that we are going to introduce here, but it's the same concept and principle. So after you have isolated it, then you have to do what? You expand both sides where possible. So when you expand both sides where possible, then you group like terms by squaring. If possible, you square both sides, you remove the square root, then you solve the equation, then you verify the answer as we did in the type 1. So the answer, we verify the answer in order to find the correct solution set. Yes, find the correct solution set. So this is what makes the type 2 different from type 1. Yes, I didn't want to add all together, but I wanted to break it down so that you get a difference. So we are quickly going to take our first question and see how the type 2 questions are also solved. Question on the board says, solve or find the solution set or in square root x plus 1 plus square root 3x minus 2 is equal to 1. So the question was giving us x plus 1, then, x plus 2, x plus 2 plus in the square root x minus 1 is equal to 3. So we have to find the solution set. So with this one, we have to what? Isolate the radical by leaving one at the left side, leaving one at the right side. So we are going to have the square root of x plus 2 is equal to 3 minus the square root of x minus 1. So this is the first step. Yes, this is the first step. So the second step is we have to eliminate the square root You have to eliminate the square root by squaring both sides. Yes, you square both sides. So this square will take this. So we have x. So in this side, now looking at 3 minus square root x minus 1 squared, this one is the same as this binomial a minus b, for which when you expand, you get a minus b minus b, a minus, so this one give us a squared minus ab minus ab, then positive, the negative plus b squared. So we are going to have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So we are going to express this in a form like this. So we can write this in 2, like this. 3 minus x minus 1, 3 minus x minus 1. Then you solve it one after the other. But the easier way, you are going to arrive at something like this. So what I would advise you is, you remember the binomial in this form. Since they all have negative, when you expand, you are going to get this form. So with this 2 terms, so the a squared, since we are leaving the answer a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. When you expand this, you're going to get something like, so here our a is 3, and our b is the square root of x minus 1. Yes, so you remember that. So now, since I've cancelled this side here, I'm going to have x plus 2 is equal to, so now the a is 3. So now the a is 3. So what am I going to have here? I'm going to have the a squared. So I'm going to have 3 squared minus 2ab. 2 times a, which is 3, then times the b, which is x minus 1, plus the b squared. So the b squared is x minus 1 squared. Yes, if you like, you can expand this and solve and see the answer I'm going to obtain if you are going to get the same thing. So we cancel out this. So I'll have x plus 2 is equal to square. It will give us 9 minus 6. Then multiplying the x minus 1 plus x minus 1. So what I have to do is to what? Group like things. So I have x minus x, then plus 2. So I have x plus 2 minus 9 minus, so 9 plus the 1. This is attached to this. So remember, this is attached to this. Yes, which will be equal to negative 6 root x minus 1. I'm taking my time step by step. This attached to this. If you remember sets, if you are confused on sets, there's full video you can go and watch. This is attached to, so in grouping like that, I have x, this crossing of the negative, then I have the 2 here minus the 9, then plus the 1, which will give negative 6 plus. So here x minus x will go. Then I have positive 2 minus 9 will give me negative 7. Yes, so negative 7. Negative 7 plus 1 will give me negative 6. So negative 6, which will be equal to negative 6, then the square root of x minus 1. Yes, square root of x minus 1. Now how do I solve to, how do we solve this to get our x? So follow closely. I want to find the x. So, and there's negative 6 attached to the x minus 1. What I'm going to do is divide both sides by negative 6. So I'll divide the negative 6 here, negative 6. So negative cancel 6, cancel 6. So I have 1. So negative cancel negative 6. So now I'm going to get x minus 1. Yes, I'm going to get x minus 1. So follow closely. So now I have 1 is equal to x minus 1. So where I've arrived, what do I have to do? I have to square both sides. X minus 1. With this, we take this. So 1 squared is 1. Now I have my x minus 1, which is the same as x minus 1 is equal to 1. When you interchange it, this coming here, this going is the same. So if I'm looking for it, I'll get x is equal to 1 plus 1, for which I get x is equal to 2. So now I've gotten x is equal to 2. Or if you are confused, You can also leave the x here, then bring the 1 here, which also 1 plus 1, which is 2 is equal to x, which is the same as x is equal to 2. So I've taken my time to solve it. The problem here is this side, which I've told you, express it in this form. But when you expand, you're going to get something like this. Now that I've gotten the 2, let's verify and see if our equation will be correct. So let's do the check. For this one, we have even obtained only one answer. So it's going to be easy for us. So follow closely. Now the equation was x plus 2. Then in bracket x minus 1 is equal to 3. So when x is equal to 2, let's put it there and see. So 2 plus 2 here plus the square root of 2 minus 1. And they're saying it should be equal to 3. So square root of 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 2 minus 1 is 1. They say it should be equal to 3. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 1 is 1. Is equal to 3. So 3 is equal to 3. Yes, and it's true. Our right hand side is equal to our left hand side. So it is true. So the solution set is x is equal to 3. It's one answer. And normally anytime you obtain one answer, definitely when you put it back doing the check, you are going to get correct answer. And one thing with radical equation is that if you obtain two answers, one of them is likely to be true. But if the answer is 1, obviously that is the only true answer you are going to get. But when you solve linear equation, the answer you get, when you put it back in the equation, you get the same answer. So this is what differentiates the type 2 from the type 1. And it can only be simplified on this channel. Subscribe, keep watching as we take the next question. So the second question says find the solution set of. So the question on the board says the square root of x plus 7 minus the square root of 3x minus 2 is equal to 1. So we have to isolate them. So follow closely. So I have x plus 7, which will be equal to 1 plus 3x minus 2. Yes, 1 plus 3x minus 2. So as we all know, we have to square both sides to eliminate the square root. Yes. So here square, and here square. So this will take this. So I have x plus 7 is equal to. Now we are here once again. Yes, we are here once again to expand this. So we are going to expand this one again. So as we did for the previous video, so keep watching. But when you see here, here is having addition. So this looks like a plus b, for which when you expand, you get a plus b, then plus b, a plus b, for which you get here a squared plus ab plus ab, then plus b squared, for which it will give us 2a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So this is going to be expressed because of the addition sign. The other one was having minus, so we use a minus b. So with this, you can see that our a is 1, then our b is the square root of 3x minus 2. So always do this to remember on how to solve this, or you can write this one, you can repeat the bracket, this bracket with another one multiply, and then you use binomial expansion to print it. You get the expression in this form. So here, since our a is 1, then our b is 3x minus 2. So the first one a squared. So we are going to get 1 squared, then plus 2 times 1 times b, which is 3x minus 2 plus b squared. 3x minus 2 squared, for which the square We'll cancel the square root here. So here will give us x plus 7 is equal to 1 plus 2 times 3x minus 2 plus 3x minus 2. Yes. So follow closely as we look like them. So here will give us x minus 3x. X minus 3x plus 7. Yes. X minus 3x plus 7 minus 1 plus 2. Yes. This is like this, but this is closer to this. So they are 110. And you bring this one here, then you keep the other one here is equal to the square root of 3x so x minus 3x. Yes, x minus 3x plus 7 minus 1 plus 2 is equal to 2, the root of 2x, 3x minus 2. So this will give us negative 2x. Then 7 minus 1 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Is equal to 2, 3x minus 2. Now what do we do here? We are looking for the x element. So as we did, we have to divide both sides by what? Positive 2. So negative 2x plus 8 is equal to 2, 3x minus 2. Divide here by positive 2, then here positive 2. 3 times. The other one was 2 times. This will take this. Yeah, negative 2. No, we are dividing by positive 2. Yes. So positive 2. So this is going to give us negative, positive divide negative, so negative x plus 4 is equal to now the square root of 3x minus 2. Square root of 3x minus 2. We have to eliminate the square root by squaring both sides. So negative x plus 4 is equal to 3x minus 2. So you square here, then you square it here. So squaring here is going to give a negative x plus 4, negative x plus 4 is equal to 3x minus 2. Yeah, I'm going to use binomial expansion to express this term. Yes, I'm going to use binomial expansion to express this term. So keep watching as I do that. So this one, negative x out. I have negative x plus 4. Then plus 4 here. Negative x plus 4 is equal to 3x minus 2. Is equal to 3x minus 2. So follow closely as I continue here. So negative x times negative x will give us x squared. Yes, will give us x squared. X squared, then minus 4. 4x, then plus positive negative, then this one will give us minus 4x, then plus 16 is equal to 3x minus 2. Yes, it's equal to 3x minus 2. Follow closely. So follow closely. So this side will give us x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 3x minus 2. Yes, equal to 3x minus 2. So here we have to group like 10. So I have x squared, then minus 8x minus 3x plus 16 plus 2 is equal to 0. We are obtaining something like quadratic. Yes. So quadratic is a x squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So anything in this form is quadratic. So pay attention as we move on. So I'm going to have x squared minus 11x plus 16, plus 18 is equal to 0. So follow closely. So what do we do here? You have to find the factors of 18. Factors of 18. I have 1, 2, 3, 6, and 18. Two numbers that when you multiply, you get positive 18. But when you add, you get negative 11. So let me use 9 and 2. 9 and 2. Negative, negative, negative 9, negative 2. When you multiply, you get positive 18. But when you add, you get negative 11. Then you replace it with the middle term. So I have x squared minus 2x minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. Let me erase this. Then I have to group them. X squared minus 2x minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. So here will give me x out, x minus 2, then minus 9, bracket 2, then x negative, positive with negative. Now divide 18, 2 equal to 0. So method of grouping, x minus 9, then the ones in the bracket are the same. X minus 2 is equal to 0. So we have to solve for each answer in the bracket. So I have x minus 9 is equal to 0. So I have x is equal to 0 plus 9. So x is equal to 9. Then here I have x minus 2 is equal to 0. X equal to 0 plus 2. So x is equal to 2. Now we have obtained two answers for this equation. But you have to do the checking to see the truth set. So the check, let's use when x is equal to 9. So the equation was x plus 7 minus 3x minus 2. They say should be equal to 1. So now x is 9. So 9 plus 7 minus 3, 9 minus 2 should be equal to 0. So 9 plus 7 is going to give us 16. Yes, it's going to give us 16. So with 16 minus root 39 is 27. Yes, 39, 27. 27 minus 2 will give us 25. Is equal to 0. So here will be 4 minus 5 equal to 0. And looking at this, you can see that here 4 minus 5 is not equal to 0. So this makes this statement false. Yes, this is false. 4 minus 5 is not equal to 0. So it's equal to negative 1. So let's check the when x is equal to 2. So when x is equal to 2, you follow closely so that you don't get confused. So x plus 7 minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So 2 plus 7 minus 3, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So this will give us root 9 minus 3 to 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. Is equal to 0. So root 9 is 3. This one is 2. Is equal to 0. Oh, sorry. 1, 1. Sorry. So here is 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1 throughout. So let me change here to 1, 1, 1, 1. But here, the answer we'll get here is not equal to 1. It will be negative 1. So 3 minus 2, indeed, is equal to 1, which makes this statement true. True. So therefore, the solution set is x is equal to 2. So this looked tedious. I have taken my time to solve. So in the exam, There are certain things that you should know already, so you fast track your calculations in order to get your full marks. Or there's somebody say, you do all this for how many marks? That doesn't matter. The concept is concept. So when you do constant practice, the certain things when you know immediately you see the question, you know what you are going to do. So you work fast. So this one still you do the checking. As I said, when you obtain two answers, definitely one is going to be the solution set. So you verify, you do the checking, and you understand. And I didn't jump steps. I've taken my time one after the other. The only step I jump is at this point that I've explained. I expanded it for you to understand. So this is radical equation for you. We are taking the last question on this. So keep watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe as we continue. So the third question on the screen, you have to find the solution set of 3x plus 1 in square root minus the square root 2x minus 1 is equal to 1. So as we know, we have to isolate the radical. So here is going to give us 3x plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 2x minus 1. Here is negative, so when it comes, it's going to be positive. So we have to eliminate our square root. So here will give us the square root of 3x plus 1, then 1 plus 2x minus 1 square. So we take it out here. 3x plus 1 is equal to, now we are here once again with here having positive. So if it's having positive, we know we are going to obtain something like a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. We have proven that. So with this side, a is 1, then b is the square root of 2x minus 1. Yes, keep watching as we solve. So we are going to have 1 squared plus 2 times 1 times 2x minus 1 plus 2x minus 1 squared. And we know this, we take out this. So we have our 3x plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 2 multiplying or the square root of then plus 2x minus 1. So we are breaking it down small. So let's group like terms here. 3x. Okay, let me even, yes, 3x plus, sorry, this positive minus 2x plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 again. Plus 1 is here. Yes. Minus 1. Then minus plus 1, which will be equal to the square root of 2 out 2x minus 1. So this is further mathematics. So follow closely as we solve this. So this is going to give us x. Now 1 minus 1 is 0 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Then we have 2x minus 1. At this juncture, you know what we are supposed to do. Yes, you know what we are supposed to do. So follow closely. So at this juncture, I'm going to square both sides. Squared. So this will give me x plus 1. X plus 1 is equal to, the square will affect the 2 here, which will give me 4. Multiplying this, cancelling this, 2x minus 1. Yes, it's going to take out this, but it's going to have an effect on the 4. So I'm going to expand this. So x plus 1, x plus 1 is equal to, this one will give me 8x minus 4. So here I'll get x squared plus x plus x. then plus 1 is equal to 8x minus 4. So you have x squared plus 2x plus 2x. Let me group like them. Minus 8x plus 1 plus 4 is equal to 0. X squared minus 6x. Yes, 2 minus 8. So plus 5 will be equal to 0. So now I have x squared minus 6 equal to 0. So you have to find the factors of 5, which will be 1 and 5. But the 1 and 5, how do we make it possible that when you multiply, you get positive 5 by, when you add, you get negative 6. So we have to negate all of them. Negative 5 times negative 1 will be positive 5. Then when you add them, you are going to get this. We are going to replace it with this. So this side is going to give us x squared minus x. Then minus 5x minus 5 is equal to 0. So let me continue here as well. So I've repeated the same thing here. So x out, x minus 1 minus 5 out, x. So this side will give us 5x plus 5. The 5 here is positive. Yes, the 5 here is positive. So take note of that. So 5 out, then we have 5x negative, positive, negative 1 equal to 0. So now here will give us x minus 5, x minus 1 is equal to 0. So let's find each value. So x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x 0 plus 5. Now x is 5. Then I have x minus 1 is equal to 0. X equals 0 plus 1. Then x is equal to 1. So we have to do the checking to find the correct true set. So the check when x is 5. The equation was 3x plus 1 minus 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Since x is 5, we put them here minus 2f x 5 minus 1 is equal to 0. So 3, 5, 15 plus 1. Let me even do it straight away. 15 plus 1 is 16 minus 10. 2, 5, 10 minus 1, 9 equal to 0. It's 1, 1, 1, 1. So 16, square root of 16 is 4 minus square root of 9 is 3 equal to 1. So this is true. When s is equal to 5, it makes the statement true. So let's do when s is equal to 1. We have 3x plus 1, 2x minus 1 is equal to 1. Let's put it back and see. 1 minus 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, minus 2 and 2 minus 1, 1, equal to 1. So 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Yes, 2 minus 1 equal to 1. So this is also true. So we've gotten all of them being true. So therefore, the solution set is when x is equal to 5 or when x is equal to 1. So here we've gotten a situation where both of them give us the solution set. Both of them, when you put it back into the solution set, it fits. So this brings us to the end of this calculation as well. So follow closely step by step. You pause the video, then you watch closely. If you don't understand any part, you can put it in the comment section and it's going to be addressed. So this is the end of the radical equation type 2 as well. So watch out for another interesting lesson on this channel. The just ended BEC is going to be solved and simplified on this channel. Keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Recommend to all students to have a benefit. If you meet again, this is a Young Busy Made It Easy channel, the best maths channel in the world. Goodbye and watch out for more interesting lessons.